on BBC Radio Devon. And of course, as things are thankfully opening up more and more, many of us are having to look at our finances in the cold, harsh light of day. Well, among those who have been struggling the most are, of course, independent small and medium businesses. My partner, he has a small independent business, and honestly, without certain government grants, we wouldn't really have been able to keep our house and keep food coming in. So I am really aware of the impact these things can have. But apparently, less than a third of the UK small businesses have actually accessed all of the government grants available to them during the pandemic, which of course begs the question, why? Well, the simple answer seems to be that they're just a bit difficult to find at times, or that you simply didn't know they exist. Well, to help with that, I am joined by someone known, quite amazingly, as the Martin Lewis of business finance, Andrea Reynolds, CEO of Swoop, a new free service to help businesses find grants in their local area. And just to really prove exactly how committed to helping you Andrea is. Andrea, what have you just had done?
I've just had my vaccination.
Such commitment. It's amazing. So I suppose to start at the beginning, Andrea, where did Swoop come from? What is Swoop?
Yes, so Swoop is a one-stop shop for businesses to be able to come on and find every form of finance, so loans, grants, equity investment, and get cost savings across their cost categories like energy, banking, insurance. And the idea came from, I was an accountant and corporate finance advisor helping UK businesses raise finance. And I particularly focused on the grants landscape and how fragmented it was, let alone the loan landscape and where to find good deals for your business, and how to make the best money decisions for your business when we're all trying to get new customers, look after our suppliers, look after your cash flow. And so with the emergence of technology and cloud accounting and online banking, it was a real opportunity to be able to service those businesses properly. So businesses can come on Swoop funding within a few minutes, answer some questions, integrate their data. And the key part here is we match them to products that they are eligible for. So rather than you having to spend hours and hours looking up grants, wondering are you eligible, wondering what it's all about, we do all the heavy lifting for you.
Oh, that's so good. And this is in partnership with NatWest, is that right?
So Swoop Funding itself is our platform and is up and running. But over this past year, we've done some great work with NatWest, and they approached us and they said, a lot of our customers are now coming to us and they're worried because they've already taken out their bounce back loan. Furlough's coming to an end. VAT deferral is coming to an end. They're reopening, looking to recover. What else is out there for them? Is there anything we can share with them? And, we ourselves are trying to navigate the grants landscape. So we said, yes, we have this solution where we can build you a grant finder tool. And the great thing was we thought NatWest were building it just for their customers. And they said, no, we want this to be available to everyone. And we will use the power of our brand to bring awareness to this tool. So out of that came our partnership, and we now have the Grant Finder tool, which you can access at natwest.swoopfunding.com. And on there, within 30 seconds, you can fill in a couple of answers and you will see what grants are live and available to your business today. And Sarah, as you mentioned, there was plenty of talk around the COVID-related grants, but people need to be aware outside of COVID, there are always other grants available. And you know what, at least check it out and see if you're eligible. So right now we have the resilience grants. So that's for businesses that are now trying to come out and recover. They might have to, move online, go to new markets, etc. There's always new grants emerging, and we stay on top of that and then just showcase what's available right now.
That's amazing. And so what kind of businesses is this kind of grant finder designed for then? I know we're saying SMEs, small and medium enterprises.
Yeah.
What kind of level is that up to?
Oh, it's basically based on the definition, government definition and EU definition of what a small and medium business is. So turnover up to 50 million and up to 250 employees are the main indicators. So anyone else in that category up to 50 million turnover should be looking at this. And, I always say to people, there's pretty much 5 boxes, Sarah. So if you're a business owner listening to this evening, there are 5 main categories. And if one resonates with you, then you should check out the tool. So the first is you've been impacted by COVID or Brexit. The second is you're doing something innovative. You're developing something or researching something. Third is you're looking to grow your business, whether you need to invest in equipment or people or, building a website. Fourth is you're actually looking to hire people or train them. And the last one is you would be interested in taking on apprentices. Right. There's also ones on energy efficiency. So you can see there's a pretty broad category there. It's just very difficult to find, some grants are distributed by local grant agencies, some by national ones, some by private partners. And so it's hard for businesses to figure all that out. And that's why we exist.
Of course. And I know that there are certain kind of Devon-specific grants available, aren't there, at the moment?
Yes. So every region has a local growth hub, and Devon is no different. And if there was one place you might also want to go or you want to talk to an advisor, it is the local growth hub. So apart from anything like town improvements, etc., we focus more on the business grant side of things. So there's green scheme grants at the moment, as I mentioned. I think probably the most popular one at the moment are the resilience grants, because people are saying, oh, well, if I've already had something during COVID, am I eligible for this? And the answer is yes, you are. So, I think it's worth the couple of minutes to go check out and see what's there for you.
I definitely say so. I mean, I honestly know absolutely nothing about business, Andrea. I'm going to have to do a tax return at some point for stuff outside of work, and I'm bricking it. But you have made this all sound completely reasonable, and I think you've probably made an awful lot of people very happy. Can you just reiterate how people can find the Swoop Grant Finder?
Yes, sure. It's natwest.swoopfunding.com.
Brilliant. natwest.swoopfunding.com. Andrea Reynolds, thank you so much for joining me, CEO of Swoop. I'd say she's a bit better than Martin Lewis, wouldn't you? Much rather listen to her talk about business.